Welcome back to Weekend Out. My name is Gaurav. नाम तो सुना होगा. Now this is turning out to be one of my favorite episodes so far because I am loving the festivities and the celebrations on this episode. So here's wishing you a very, very happy Diwali. Now to show you a restaurant this week, I had to tick a few boxes, right? This is Diwali. So the restaurant had to be Indian, obviously. And the restaurant had to be one of the top restaurants in the UAE because this is the Diwali recommendation. But thankfully for me, this was not a tough choice to make because we have a brand new entrant on the Indian restaurant scene. And this restaurant is actually coming in from a legendary brand. I am at the Taj Dubai, and where else but at the Bombay Brasri. Bombay Brasri, a concept by Taj running successfully at two other venues in London and Cape Town, has now come to the Taj Dubai. It's a refreshing change from the usual Indian restaurants we would come across in the city. The decor of this place is very upmarket, using bold royal colors with very aesthetic prints and motifs. The walls are kept subtle except for one, which has a full-length painting depicting a scene from royal Indian mythology. Spices are an integral part of the essence of this restaurant. Hence, it was not so surprising to see them as part of their decor as well.
Taj is very famous for its legendary service. You can expect that from Taj Dubai as well. Warm service, very reminiscent of typical true Indian hospitality. We have a great location. We're just across from Burj Khalifa. So you're going to get the best of Dubai in terms of location, access to the malls, stunning views.
So it's time to get down straight to business, and this of course is my business. So let's talk about food. Now when you come here to the Bombay Brasserie, you have a choice of ordering a la carte. But since this is the Diwali special episode, the chef has made a Diwali special set menu as well. He's put in a lot of time, a lot of effort, and if I may say, a lot of designing into this special menu as well. So I have decided for today I'm going to trust the chef and go with his set menu.
For the starters, we've got a composition of 3 starters, which comes as a selection on a plate. So the first one is a humble aloo tikki made with apricot stuffing inside, and I'm serving it with the kumquat relish, which I feel that creates a lovely balance between the earthiness and the creaminess of the aloo and the fruitiness of the apricot as well as the kumquat. Alongside that, we serve gobi tukda chaat, which is essentially gobi which has been batter fried and then tossed with a tangy tamarind glaze with some colored peppers and onions. And thirdly but not lastly, we've got a roti pe paneer, which sounds a bit strange, but actually it's a take on a kathi roll, which again is a very popular snack. That's a starter that would go to Gaurav, and hope he enjoys it.
They've got a very, very decent platter in front of me. This looks lovely. अब इसे खा के देखना पड़ेगा कि ये है कैसे. So this gobi tukda chaat is actually crispy fried gobi. They've thrown in some pepper, some onion, and it comes in a very, very interesting container. So if you see this ring around here, this is actually the same dough that's used for the crust of a samosa. So you can see some ajwain here. You can actually even feel that this is nice and what you would like to call khasta. Oh, look at how this breaks. Beautiful. क्या बात है? क्या texture है ये? The minute you bite into this tikki, you know that the chef has some sort of Delhi connection or a heavy Delhi influence. This is as good as it gets in Delhi. After a platter like that, I'm extremely intrigued to know what Chef Jitin has planned for the main course. One thing is for sure, food here is not only appetizing but also visually creative. I'm all set to treat my senses furthermore.
Wow.
Now this is how they are bringing in the element of Diwali. Diwali ho, धुआं ना निकले, ये तो हो नहीं सकता. And this drink has got a very interesting name as well. This drink is actually called Ranja. And there's another person who's called Ranja on this table. Of course, other than the drink, this person sitting next to me was called Ranja in his younger days. Now he's called Executive Chef Jitin Joshi. He's the guy behind the food not only at Bombay Brasri but at this entire hotel. Jitin, thank you very much for joining me at this table. Actually, ulta hai. You should be saying thank you very much for having me on this table.
You're more than welcome.
Welcome.
No, but jokes apart, yes, indeed, I should be thanking you, because as a chef, you don't get a chance to, more than often to sit down and savor your own food and your own creations. But we take pleasure in serving others and see the smiles on everyone's faces.
Of course.
That makes our day.
You got to tell me, what were you thinking when you were making this Diwali menu?
See, Diwali, obviously, as you know, is a festival which brings back a lot of memories to any fellow Indian, from whichever strata of life, and it's something that takes you down the memory lane. And that's where creativity comes into play, because you can't be too creative in mesmerizing the palate or the senses so that you cannot relate to your, yesteryears. So on the main course, what we are serving today is, you'll have a asparagus korma. So basically, this is a take on the Navratan korma. Because, Diwali, auspicious occasion, Navratan korma, Lakshmi ji, we have gold on top. So that's the rationale behind it. So the asparagus has been kept cooked on the grill with a bhatti masala. We've got a veg biryani which has been specially dum cooked in this transparent container which has been specially designed for the Taj hotels. We have a martaban ke chole. The chana has been cooked inside the martaban.
How is it?
Then of course you got some gucci and khum, which is the best protein, vegetarian protein we can offer.
But I'm very fascinated by this asparagus. Ye twist is a very good-looking, very futuristic sort of twist. So asparagus hai, us pe aapka ye korma hai, us pe ye gold leaf hai. It's beautiful. I want to try this. This is the first thing.
Absolutely, you should.
This is probably one of the finest ways I've had asparagus. Your bhatti masala has actually given it a lot of very Indian flavor.
Absolutely.
It's still not something that your palate is used to. If you're coming here, you've got to try this asparagus korma. This is something that you will really enjoy.
Chola kulcha is again one of those things which brings back memory. And of course our martaban is the signature dish. Which unless you put it in your mouth, it's very hard to explain in words.
Yeah, I know, I understand. And I love this taste. It's got a nice aftertaste as well. It's beautiful. What a combination.